Hello and welcome to the Halo Forge Epidemic. What's up guys, it's Oakley Hidef and I'm here on the bank, and this is made again by Squidman33. So this one is really cool. I love what he's done. Again, this is a life-size, highly detailed aesthetic map feature that we're going to do. And right here we're just in the lobby. So there's, right off the bat, we'll take a look at these seats right here. You know, this is really nice. High-end stuff, very good furniture. This isn't your typical IKEA, although it is just as easy to put together. So right over here you do have just a bridge, medium piece that comes down, makes the side arms in the back, and then just a railing, you know, for the center. So that's basically how he does that. Then these camera pieces for the lamps. On top of, this is a frag grenade and a flag stand right there, on top of a column, so that looks really nice. This whole area here, instead of putting wall coliseum for the floor, it's platform extra larges, makes for an interesting bottom. It looks like it's all, you know, maybe marble. And the interesting part here where it comes together, because these are, you know, they aren't complete squares, it leaves a little place in between. That's where we decided to set down the column. So it kind of reminds me of a very nice, fancy entrance. Obviously has a buttress kind of at the top as well. So over here in this corner is going to be a very awesome desk. He's got some papers here. These are, again, you know, made out of just parts of the camera pieces, so white to make paper. Over here he's got a cool seat put together. So this is going to be standing on a satellite piece, and then he has just capture plates. And in the back, this is awesome. Now, as always with these aesthetic maps, the forgers will go ahead and put in pieces that are forged only. You know, so the cameras for lighting, anything basically with color for the most part is going to be forged only. The cool thing about this map is it has a lot of stuff that can be seen in regular mode. So over here, this is your sort of copier, scanner, printer ensemble, and this you can see in a normal game. It is expensive, but you can see this in game. So if you're going to have a small map, you can have this inside of it. It's highly detailed. So right here, this is going to be where you have your options, put in the, you know, the different buttons, tweak the settings, and then it'll print out the paper on this side. And let's pull this apart. So right here, this is going to be just the camera, obviously, to add the colors. So that's where the sheet is. Another sheet of paper here. This is actually going to be part of a glass sail, so it uses just the top. And glass sails are actually very useful if you can hide most of them, because they have small pieces just like this that you wouldn't otherwise find in Forge World that are good for building small appliances like this. So you're going to have another one here. Glass sail is going to be the tip of it. You know, you always want to hide most of the object. Just the tip of it sticking out right there, just to add that detail. And then he's going to have another one situated right behind it. This is going to be a column piece here. So obviously these are very expensive pieces, but you know, if you can pull off a copier in Forge World, that's insane. Here another glass sail piece, just barely sticking out. So he's using the front of it. And of course this can only be done in a corner of your map where there's nothing on the back side, nothing under it. And then for the top part, this is actually going to be part of a brace tunnel piece. So that's how you get these nice small blocks. So I'm going to pull that out. You can see brace tunnel, you know, you just use a small part of it and slid it right in here. So that's basically how you're going to go about making your small copier. In terms of cabinets, what he's done is he's put blocks, capture plates just sticking out to make the handles. That's pretty convincing, something you can put in all your maps. Over here, these are the booths where you come up, you know, and talk to the banker, get your money, cash a check, do all that stuff. Right here, he has the doors that you can go in. They're open, so I can come in and rob the bank if I were so inclined. Over here he's got some more stuff. An awesome computer, so if you're going to do something that's highly detailed on a map and you know you have enough budget and stuff, go ahead and throw in all these appliances. So you know, the computer here with the fax next to it, all that looks really cool. So he's got a mouse pad, so this is going to be the top of an antenna piece. You know, I'll pull that out for you just like that, and I can put it back in place. So you want to submerge it. Then he's got the top of a capture plate right here. Now for the keyboard, this is going to be just the top of a glass sail. Like I was telling you before, it's very useful because you get this small rectangular piece. You just have to be able to hide it. Then what he's done is the space bar actually is going to be part of a magnum, and the other parts are just flag stands. For this right here, this is obviously just a column, you know, sticking in right here. And then for the sort of the base of the monitor, he added another column just to add some more detail, and then a camera right here to make the glowing screen. So obviously if you made this in-game, you'd have to use a shield door or something, or a flag, you know, the tin cup thing with the flag part to add the color. But otherwise you can have the keyboard and the mouse all in your map. We're going to take a right. Over here you have the conference room. This is awesome. The chairs look nice, look very fancy. This is a great table. And what he's actually done is he's made a projector here, which again, super cool. So the way he's done it is he's put this little block here. So this is a column, you know, flagpole right here, more flagpoles on the top for the different modes. And then to get the different effects, what he did is he wanted kind of a little small shutter here. So again, the glass sail to add that incline. And then I'll pull this out, and you can see, you know, another column here. And to make it glow, this is going to be a smaller respawn zone that he puts here just to have that little light. And then it lights up here. You know, the screen is just the you can pull that out for you. You know, it's just the side of a camera. Let's keep going. So over here, you're gonna have a bathroom. Again, this is very nice. It looks great. So here, the railings put together to make the glass. Looks very fancy. He was able to use the lighting to make it look like there's a little reflection off here, as if there's, you know, lights coming off, which looks great. Little faucet here made out of capture plates, capture plate, flag stand right there. Over here, he's got, maybe this is a little trash can. Maybe this is where you can put your hands under to wash them. So over here, he has the trash can. And right over here, what he's done is to make the handle. This is actually a pistol, so he's put it inside the door just to make a really cool detail. You don't see that very often. He's put pistols all along here, so that wouldn't be gameplay compatible, but it looks great. The bathroom stalls themselves look great. These are just going to be bridges, and then these are door pieces just to give the ridge, the separation ridge in between. And then the bathroom itself over here has, you know, nice high seat, and then toilet paper over here using a camera. And now we're going to get to the best part of the map, my favorite part, which is going to be the actual vault. So you can see the door has been rolled back. First I'll show you, some more cabinets, a little cup of water, and now we're going to go to the best part of the map. So the vault door has been rolled to the side, and on the inside you can see, ooh, the vault. And I love this detail with all the lasers coming in through here. I feel like I'm in Mission Impossible. I really don't want to touch these. And that's maybe, something you could do on your map, where it's a mini game where you have all these lasers coming through, and maybe you could put small hills on them where if you touch it, that counts as capturing the hill, and then maybe you lose or something like that. That would be a really cool way to have like a bank robber entry type of mini game. So this is something you pull off. Obviously it's visible in game. I'm going to set off the alarm, so we got to do this real quick, guys. So in here, this is where you're going to have all the money. So more places to put the money, the bills, everything. So this is going to be just a block 1 by 2. To make it seem like they have little handles where you can pull them out, these are going to be small column pieces. That just breaks it up, make it look like a non-traditional Forge object. I think that looks great. Over here, some safety deposit boxes. Lots of piles of sandbags to make it seem like those are the bags of money. And then over here, the money itself is just going to be green camera pieces. So yeah, this is looking super awesome. I'd love to see you guys use these in your maps. Maybe have a SWAT type of game taking place in here. Maybe try that mini game that I just described, with the hills or whatever you want to do. Maybe bank robbers come in here. They have to steal some object and then return it to the beginning without getting killed. Try and use the insane game type. That would be awesome. So yeah, guys, this has been Oakley Hidef with the Halo Forge Epidemic. Thank you so much for watching the video. Make sure to like it, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.